We don't have time to waste retreading old ground. The power of the Chosen is growing. We must press on in pursuit.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
One final night in the open air, and then back to the city. Rest while you can. I fear that quite a bit of work awaits us.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Looks empty.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorceress Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
My resplendence honors yours. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Don't mind if I do.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Of course.
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Of course.
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
Attack! Help me!
Tadpole scum!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Count on me.
Come on, can't stay idle. Light on my feet.
This is my time. Two steps at a time.
Let's finish this.
I should get these wounds taken care of.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Gods, any moment now, that orb is going to explode.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Never a dull moment.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
I'm ready.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you now. Oh.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. So much for peace.
No holding back.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
The skull. Come to the skull.
Take you. Take you. Take you.
Help me.
Take you. Take you.
No one back home will ever believe this.
No time for chat just now.
Please, help me. I can't hold them off much longer.
Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards balance is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Ursula Night Soul from her soul cage. Your continued existence as yourself and not a mind flayer should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
Still on my feet.
Battle favors the fearless. Forever dauntless.
I must regain control of the Githyanki prince.
Hells. My time's running out.
Another fight. Let's go. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldurs Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldurs Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute, the power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved you have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. I do not have the privilege of knowing the answer, but the consequences are clear enough. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead, but as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with Illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said. You may resist now, but it's too late. You already embraced the powers the parasite gave you. You leveraged them to manipulate, to dominate, to survive. Your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your Illithid potential. You are ready to evolve. A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Take you.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
At least things have stayed interesting.
What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend! We will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Feels wonderful, doesn't it? You wear it well.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
By Balduran's bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything? How could I forget? One of Baldurs Gate's most distinguished figures, a mind flayer's ally. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I won't begrudge you your choice. As for me, though, I'm not ready. I might never be. Thank you.
Hey, soldier. Special tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Then again, you can pull it off better than most. Thank the gods.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? I haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illithid powers. Do you really think I'm eager to jump to the next step? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less. Of course. Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here. Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. The tainted blood of the mother. The traitor prince. The Laxarai. He sought Vlakith's head in a Geich ploy for her throne. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn. A Gaith thrall who would return us to our slavers. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlaakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlaakith's dominion to his Gaich masters. The astral plane would be first to fall. The others would soon follow. Entirely. Vlaakith Karsivim Hrathkrashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. This is the creed. I will not abandon all 10,000 protocols over one sovereign secret. We find a way to enter the prism and slay Orpheus. He is a Gaich puppet cloaked in Githyanki skin, and the most powerful mind master known to my people. One word from his scheming lips and the people would doubt. 2 words and they would rage. 3 words and they would bow to the false prince. The Githyanki would be slaves once more. And one by one, the plains would fall to the Gaich.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention. Nearly there now.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
See the city. Up on the hill.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
I know, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this
What
is
in the hells
sort
was
of
that?
place I'd wait around.
Never felt an earthquake in Baldurs Gate before. What the hells?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I know, little
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
That might be worth a look.
Down odds again. What's that? I feel stalked.
Intruders!
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't...
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Oh, my apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners. The refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese. I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Nothing to donate? Then again, do kindly leave.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. I'm doing my job. You can win the shop elsewhere. Now, are you going to clear off or not? In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. Not unless you want to make a donation. And you don't, after all they've been through. And with the army of the Absolute at their backs. If you can't see it, I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. When I tried to fool a sharpie like you, have a look. Stay away from trapped chests!
Well, well, well.
Played at the ready.
Come on, let's go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What am I to do?
The pride of the gate.
No one stopped me yet.
If you want to chat, talk to Nesta. I like my personal space.
Christine is pretty fun. But can't she help out a bit more?
Or even at all?
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
I'm really worried about Umi.
We lost so many.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. I've heard Alfira made her way into the city.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Maybe not. But we have each other now. We have this moment now. Thanks to you.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
Somebody drank it, Ma. Might even have been me.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Ah! Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered. We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made. Now it's mush.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
Shut it. Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it. Take the wood from the cart too. That'll make it fire.
This bloody keep, as I said.
Savages along.
We're as desperate as the rest of
For our people.
Wait for the vampires to strike you.
This is the end.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
Then we should
I do
end
not
it on
like
our
our chances.
terms, not hiding in fear.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdiskdorovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel, but this one is new to me. Those who have left us will be celebrated, not mourned. They died well, after all.
As we all hoped to. And this is the one I spoke of, my lady. The stranger I met while hunting the spawn. They killed not only that Fenn's hag, but also the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
2 fine trophies. Perhaps I can interest you in a third. Baldurs Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Darkness must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear.
We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Cazador.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
It is only right between them and the innocent.
We shed tears today,
If we do
so we
nothing,
may shed
the innocent
blood
will suffer just the
tomorrow.
same. We have no good choices.